How's everybody doing this fine day? I forgot to put myself on camera. So how's everybody feeling this day? My day is going great. My weekend was very, very nice. Hope everybody is having also a very phenomenal day. I know that it is a crazy world, and I just wanted to stop in today to talk to you about a few topics. So the first one, I came across this video, and it is a video like many videos I see every single day. I don't know why people refuse to believe that being fat is unhealthy for you. Like, we know this from nature. That's what I find amazing about it. We know this literally from nature. It's not like it's not in any way in any way off base. Like it's very strange to me that we have gotten to the point in society where we are willing to openly accept people just acting like fucking toddlers about this type of topic. It is an extremely, extremely serious topic that I wish people could get to much faster. People could understand that, very frankly, if you can't accept the fact that you are unhealthy while fat, you are never going to try to be not fat. It is a very serious thing. I did want to also share, everybody, just you can see down at the bottom, the Hunger Free and Happy app is now on the Google Play Store. Here is a link to go get to it. By the way, this is my backup channel. If you ever want to follow, it is Alan Roberts Uncensored. That already has a strike against it for just like literally nothing. But that is where you can get the Hunger Free and Happy app. That is also where you can get 3 months worth of coaching. So in the description box in this video or in the link on the live chat, please go check it out. If you are looking for one-on-one daily individual coaching and weekly video conferences, we are doing that right through the Hunger Free and Happy app now. Now, you don't need to have Google to be on the Hunger Free and Happy app because we do have a web app version, and I am diligently working on the iOS version to get that out also. You can even, if you are not interested in any of that, if you do not want to pay for the extra workouts, the programs, the pre-recorded workouts, the live workouts, the challenges, the Hunger Free and Happy group, the other groups we're about to start, all the other perks of having a premium membership, you can just join for free and you can track your food, your ultra processed rating of your food, your base activity, no workout programs, but your base activity, hydration, sleep, and your stats. It gives you some insights into what you're doing. So please do check all of that out. I will really, really, really appreciate it. I would expect that if you watch me and if you are literally, if you have a Google phone, right now, you would be downloading Hunger Free and Happy app and at least join for free and use it to track your ultra-processed foods, because that is a huge issue that I will be talking about all week this week, because ultra-processed foods, in fact, are the thing that is killing America. But right now, we are going to be talking about this young lady. I'm very sorry that this hurts people so bad. Like the thought of like being fat is a problem seems to just brutalize people, but here we go.
It doesn't automatically mean that you're unhealthy, but even if you disagree.
Yes, it does. Being overweight automatically means you're unhealthy. If you are over the weight your body was designed for, and I know that there's questions about like, well, what's a good weight? Well, I can give you some weight ranges. I can also tell you if your waist to height ratio is above 0.5, you should be concerned. If it's above 0.6, you should just consider yourself unhealthy flat out. Like if the measurement of your waist right underneath your floating ribs, right about 2 fingers above your belly button, if for some reason that is 0.6 when divided by your height in the same measurement, you are in fact unhealthy 100% of the time. If for no other reason than gravity, your ejection fraction of your heart, so many things. We are going to go over the list of reasons why it is ridiculous to think that being overweight is not unhealthy. Just the statement of it from Loonbag here does not make it true. Like, one more time, let's listen to this idiocy.
Overweight doesn't automatically mean that you're unhealthy, but
it certainly does. It certainly does. But continue.
Even if you disagree, that doesn't give you the...
I don't disagree. It's just fact. It is reality. It's not a disagreement. We are not having, like, when people talk to me about this stuff, this is not like we are having some sort of debate. You are living in a fucking delusional land. I am stating reality and facts that we have known for the entirety of human existence, and that we very clearly know to be true, that we are for some reason allowing people to completely deny when they have no factual basis besides their fucking fifis.
The right to make fun of fat people. That doesn't...
I have every right to say anything I fucking want to. This is another thing that, like, for some reason, like, first of all, if you need a fucking safe space about your weight, you know it's unhealthy for you. If you need a fucking safe space about it, you know it's unhealthy for you. I don't need a safe space about my bald head. I don't need a safe space about my fucking tattoos or any other of my physical fucking presence. You know why? Because I'm happy with it. as happy as I'm going to be at my fucking ancient age, right? So the thing is, I don't need a safe space for it. If you need a fucking safe space about your fucking presence by what you do to your body, you know it's bad for you. Like, you are refuting yourself. And by the way, you don't have a right to make fun of anybody. You have a right to make fun of anybody. You don't have a right to be avoidance of consequences, but you have a right to make fun of anybody. This whole ridiculous bullshit that we've gotten into in the last 10 years of what you are allowed and are not allowed to say, if we just remove that from society, if we removed the algorithms, if we removed the what is right to say, society would hash that shit the fuck out itself. You know that, right? Like, all this shit was fucking fixed. You know why people are rebelling against this shit? It's because you're telling them they're not allowed to do it. If you just like, oh, you think I'm fat? Okay. And walk the fuck on, they would lose interest in it most of the time. Like, I say you're fat and unhealthy because I want you to get healthier. I want you to join the Hunger Free and Happy app. And I want to make sure that you are not being delusional to yourself, but you are clearly delusional. But let's continue.
Doesn't give you the right to shame them. That
does. And I will point this out. You cannot be shamed for something that you are not ashamed of. Like, somebody can be like, oh, look at your tattoos. Oh my God, tattoos. I fucking love my tattoos. I sat and went through a lot of fucking pain for my fucking tattoos. It was one of my personal fucking preferences. Whoops, hang on. I need to plug the computer in before we die. I don't know why I didn't do that already. And we're good to go now. Okay. But it is one of my personal, like, I love my tattoos. Looking back on it, would I have gotten them? No, because as I've read, it's not necessarily the most healthy thing for you. And the older I get, the more I believe in health, but they're on me. I don't regret them because I still like how they look. So therefore, it is what the fuck it is, right? Now, this in no way, shape, or form means that I think that anybody saying anything about my tattoos, people will be like, oh my God, cultural appropriation of what? The fucking 90s? Like, that's not cultural. That's my fucking culture. Like, tribal tattoos are my fucking culture. And people are like, well, you're stealing it from tribes. What fucking tribe are you talking about? Like, what tribe are you talking about? If you can't tell me what tribe you're talking about, you can't say that I'm appropriating any fucking thing. And it's not appropriation, it's appreciation. Fucking assholes. Anyway, let's keep going.
doesn't give you the right to bully them. I don't know why.
This whole concept of bullying, what are you talking about? Okay. Like, I get, like, first of all, I am a big believer that bullying can only happen in person. Like you need to be in person to bully somebody. Like, you know why? Because if you're online, you know what you can do? Ignore the person. If you can't ignore the person, then maybe they can bully you. But like, bullying, online bullying, very frankly, I understand where we shouldn't make threats to people because that is threatening people. And coming from somebody that's gotten thousands of fucking death threats, it's not like I think it's appropriate, but I will also tell you this: come and fucking get it. Like, that won't turn out well, right? But also along those lines, I understand we don't want to cause physical harm to anybody. We don't want to wish physical harm upon anybody. That's me not wishing physical harm upon you. If I wanted to wish physical harm upon a fat person, I'd tell you to go order a pizza, and wash that down with a 2-liter of fully leaded Coca-Cola. YouTube, before you get fucking crazy, Coca-Cola. But let's be honest. There is no such thing really as the bullying of fat people. If anything, fat people are bullying all of society. Your overconsumption, your overuse of shared societal resources, which does increase the cost of shared societal food resources, which does also increase the cost of packaging and shipping because there's more packaging and shipping from your overconsumption, which does also, in fact, put more waste into our shared environment, then disproportionately burdens our healthcare system, our emergency medical system, and in fact makes it so our public health officials can then threaten everybody with the threat of a fucking cold and close down society. What now? So please fucking sit on this. You trying to decide what other people are allowed to do is fucking comical when you yourself will not take your own advice and get yourself healthy. If you were only concerned with yourself, you would get yourself fucking healthy.
People think they can do that just because they think, oh,
they don't think they can do that. They fucking can do that.
It's unhealthy to be fat. A lot of things are unhealthy. It doesn't mean I go about bullying you in the comments.
If I saw somebody drinking a fucking fifth of vodka day after fucking day online, I'd bully the fuck out of them for their own fucking good. I'd call them a drunk and a fucking worthless piece of shit while they're getting drunk and for them to do better. And you know what? I've done that for friends in fucking person often. This is wild. Like, we pretend like society did not give smokers a fucking seriously hard fucking time. We pretend like junkies are given a free pass. Like, don't make fun of the junkie for fucking sketching out on the street corner. We pretend that society doesn't make it so narcotics, people that are addicted to them, are not given a fucking hard time, that they don't lose their motherfucking job. Like, they're somehow a protected fucking class, right? Like, we pretend all this shit is just happening. Like, we pretend that for some reason that smokers did not literally get fucking made fun of all the fucking time. That somehow people that are junkies are literally called fucking junkies. Like, why should there be an exception for how you hurt yourself? These people are hurting themselves and society by how much they drink, how much they smoke, and the drugs they fucking use. You are hurting society by disproportionately burdening it in a multitude of ways that's even greater than a junkie would, because very frankly, and this is the fucking truth, you, a fat person, disproportionately burden society in many other facets than a junkie would. Many.
To think about. What do you think?
I think you're fucking delusional and you're trying to fucking cope. That's what I fucking think. I think you have complete full-on delusion and you would do anything possible to not have to fucking deal with the consequences of your motherfucking actions. That's what I fucking think. But let's take a look at this. All right. So just some stuff, some notes I have from the books I've written and the books I'm writing and for the Hunger Free and Happy app, which one more time, once again, if you haven't joined the Hunger Free and Happy app, please do. You can do it for free, but also no shit. If you're looking for coaching, we are taking a few coaching clients and you can sign up at this link right here. As soon as I can get it to come up. You can sign up at this link right here, but you can go, if you're on Google, you can go download the Hunger Free and Happy app. You can join for free. I do suggest you join the premium. It's $9.99 a month, but for $9.99 a month, you're in the Hunger Free and Happy support group. You're also able to use the pre-recorded workouts, the live workouts. You're able to pick out any workout program you want. You have the ability to chat back and forth. We'll answer questions. You're involved in live Q&As, those sorts of things. So please do check it out. But if anything, if you're watching, just join for free. Just join for free. You can track your ultra-processed food. You can track your sleep, your hydration. You can track your activity. You get insights into what all that is. It gives you a 7-day accumulation. So you can see 7 days, 3 days, 30 days worth of data on the percentage of ultra-processed foods you're taking in, so many things. So I highly suggest you do that. But now, let's take a look at this, shall we? So anybody over 30 BMI, the data is pretty fucking clear. And I mean, I'm not talking about like what the WHO says or anything like that, but if you're obese, just obese, not even morbidly obese, but if you're just obese, you're in a chronic low-grade state of inflammation that causes macrophage infiltration. It's cytokine release. It basically puts the body in a highly elevated inflammatory state chronically. And that is very unhealthy because that's where most disease comes from. You wonder what it's not the cholesterol that's giving you heart disease. It's the low-grade inflammation that is causing the swelling in your arteries. And then the plaque shows up to repair those damaged cells because they're inflamed. Like, that's not me guessing. That is just reality. The plaque shows up to try to heal the problem of you constantly being inflamed. That's reality, right? It also releases TNFA, which is, tumor necrosis factor alpha. It causes cancers, which is why being obese is related to 13 different types of cancer, even more than smoking. It alters your cytokine or adipokine signaling. And in other words, it elevates leptin and it reduces adiponectin. If you have an increased leptin, number, people would think like, oh, well, if I have more leptin, I won't be as hungry. That's not what happens. What happens is you can become leptin resistant in the same way that people can become insulin resistant. Leptin is the hunger hormone that goes to your brain after you eat a full meal. Your stretch receptors in your stomach tell your fat cells, because that's where it's created, to release leptin. Leptin then goes to your brain. Your brain then tells your pancreas to make more GLP-1, which then causes the counteract the ghrelin, right? That is in your stomach causing the hunger. The problem is, if you have so much leptin, after a while, your body needs more and more and more and more leptin in order to recognize that you're full. It starts ignoring your stretch receptors. And that's a huge fucking problem. And I mean huge, huge problem. Not just because it makes you huge. It's just a huge problem. You have increased free fatty acid spillover. You have ectopic fat disposition in the liver, muscles, pancreas, and heart. Hypoxia in expanded fat depots and oxidative stress. And this is just a few things. It's just a few minor things. You are at risk of all-cause mortality and multiple morbidity. Systemic reviews of longitudinal studies find obesity raises multi-morbidity risks by 1.99. So that's 200%, basically. Cardiovascular disease, obviously, obesity increases the risk of hypertension, heart disease, stroke, heart failure via the mechanisms above. It's not even a question. Type 2 diabetes from fatty liver disease, cancers, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, almost like it's wild to me how many times people have like this issue where they have sleep apnea and they're just like, I got sleep apnea. Motherfucker, if you or your loved one has sleep apnea, that's a very serious problem. You realize that means they're stopping breathing in the fucking middle of the night, right? Like, that's how you die in your sleep. You stroke out in your fucking sleep. Like, and it happens because you're fat. Like for the majority of people that have sleep apnea, have it because they're fat. It's reality, right? 13 different types of cancers through the insulin, IGF-1 inflammatory pathways, impaired immune function, which means you get sicker easier, which means you're high risk for things like a cold, known as COVID. Reduced infertility problems, respiratory issues, reduced quality of life because you can barely fucking move, you waddle instead. Metabolic health, and there is no such thing, by the way, as metabolically healthy obese. We should not even, just because your panels go well, which, by the way, most of the time that they're considered metabolically healthy, they're on medications to manage that shit. Like, we don't change their lifestyle. We just make it so their panels look good. That's fucked up. That's way fucked up. The systemic review of the metabolically healthy concept with millions and millions and millions of people involved in the study for the meta-analysis showed that the term is just absolutely ridiculous. They still have significantly elevated cardiovascular risk and all-cause mortality risks. Let's see what else. Subclinical adipose dysfunction and future complications persist. No counterexamples in data. Reviews of millions find no obese group with mortality, CVD, or cancer risks equivalent or lower to normal weight healthy individuals. So if you are fat, you are in fact at higher risk of all of those things more than if you weren't fat. That's not health. It's just not. Not to mention that we're talking about health. We're talking about, health. How about health span? How about being able to do shit? How about not being encumbered by all your shit? So obesity is 100% of the time unhealthy. I wish I could get more people to understand that. But I really, really, really hope that more people can start understanding that it is not something like, oh, you're just trying to say I'm unhealthy because you hate fat people. If I hated fat people, and I want everybody to listen to this, if I hated fat people, I would tell you motherfuckers to eat more. If I hated fat people, I would tell you to only shop in the middle aisles of the grocery store. That is the only food you should touch. Don't touch the veggies. Don't touch the beef. Don't touch the fish. Don't touch the chicken. Don't touch the pork. Only Doritos, soda, pasta, those sorts of things. That's all you should eat. If I hated fat people, that is exactly what I would say to fat people. But instead, I'm telling you to not shop in those aisles at all. I'm telling you to try to reduce your ultra-processed food percentage down to 10% or less because, frankly, that's what the data shows. There's studies that show that even 20% taken on the average in over the course of a long period of time reduce your cognitive function by 28%. They increase the rate of decline, of your cognitive function by 28%. Your executive function, which is critical thinking, self-awareness, self-startedness, by 25%. This is why on the Hunger Free and Happy app, which, again, you can get at the links below and everything like that, it tracks the ultra-processed percentage of food. So you know how much ultra-processed rating your food has, the percentage of calories you're taking in that are ultra-processed compared to your total calories. That's one of the reasons why we did that, is because there is really not a whole lot more important. If you want to lose weight, I'm telling you this right now. If you don't listen to any other thing I have this fucking say, if you want to lose weight and feel healthier, increase your hydration, increase your water intake, try to get an ounce of fluid per pound of your ideal body mass. If you join the app, it will tell you what that is. But also, avoid ultra-processed foods like they are a fucking poison. Ultra-processed foods are to food what alcohol is to water, right? Ultra-processed foods are food like vodka is water. Just because it has the similar appearance does not mean it's healthy for you. It's actually a poison to you because it's not food. It's a food-like product. I wish more people could understand, but I certainly hope you guys get there. So let's see. Download the app and subscribe. I'm picky as fuck about app interfaces, and I love yours. Looking forward to diving into all the opportunities. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. I normally send anybody that has subscribed, especially in these first couple hundred people, I'm going to send you an email to thank you and have an ability to reach out. But you also can just reach out for support on the app. It's in your settings function. You can just send us an email anytime you want. And you can also, if you've subscribed to $9.99, you can ask a question to Hunger Free and Happy group. I'm going to start another chat, I believe, in the app also that anybody will be able to join. It's $9.99 and up, and where they can ask questions about the app, those sorts of things. And I'm going to be doing a full tutorial of the app here within the next week or so. Very high risk for right side heart failure, which with is difficult to treat and usually a death knell. Exactly. So right side heart failure is basically the blood that comes in. The left ventricle, which pushes out. The left ventricle, by the way, is where your ejection fraction is. And it's also very hard on that because your ejection fraction normally goes up to about 70%. And if it's any higher, it actually gets more dangerous. If your left ventricle closes so much that it might collapse, it's still a dangerous thing, right? But the left ventricle, even if you did have, optimal, which is 70%, and you have twice the body, it's 35%. That's why they sound very, very, very ill, very, very sick. But anyway, does anybody have any questions, any Q&A? We are going to get another video in here in just a little bit. So I was just wondering about anybody having any issues that they want to ask questions about. But also, one more time, go download the Hunger Free and Happy app. We'll be on iOS hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm looking very forward to having it up there too. I am very excited about how we're helping people already. I'm getting very, very, very good feedback. And let me check on one thing here. Okay. All right, not bad. All right. Hunger Free and Happy. All right, folks. Since we are not getting anybody else coming on, one more time, here's where you can get the app. Here's where you can get coaching too. Just let me know. I am going to head off. I'm going to grab a beverage, a cold water, and then I will be back, and we will be discussing a video by somebody. And I have not watched the video. I hope it's being facetious, but how to lose 6 months worth of weight in 2 weeks. Join me here in about 4 or 5 minutes. Goddamn.